Another thing that happened when I was in South America is all the sheets, the beds were kind of short, but we kind of got as long a beds as we could, and all the sheets didn't go to the ends of the beds. They're all fairly short people, and we had blankets and sheets, and the sheets were just terrible. And on every corner there's a Almacén, which is like a little, it's a miniature 7-Eleven owned by a private person. And if you wanted anything, you'd go to that little store and ask for it. So we said, we need to get some sheets, longer sheets. And he says, oh, that's the longest they come. I said, can't you get it from anywhere? And he goes, well, from Argentina. And one of the videos right across the bay is Argentina. And we said, Argentina, well, how do you get through customs? He says, oh no, they're smugglers. And I learned that in school, the kids would say, what does your dad do? Well, he's a plumber. What does he do? He's an electrician. What does he do? He's a smuggler. It was a vocation. It was just rampant that everybody knew who the smugglers were. And so we said, well, we don't want to get in trouble. He says, oh no, I'll get them for you. It just costs more. And so we paid extra, and we got extra long sheets. And a lot of the places where I went, they said, where did you get those sheets? Because they were long enough. Then we played the film strip Man's Search for Happiness. Well, the tape recorder, a cassette tape recorder, broke. So we went back to the market and asked the guy, said, we can get a tape recorder? He says, yeah, and he gave us the address and the name of a person that we could go see about getting a tape recorder, because he couldn't get it. So we went there on our P day, and it was in a kind of a nice part of town. And he said, you need a tape recorder, huh? Well, I think I could get you one. And he said, yeah, how much is it? And it was like $10 or something. And he thought that was very expensive. And so we said, oh, that's a lot of money, but well, if you can get it. He says, okay, come down to this address and talk to me day after tomorrow, and I'll have it for you. So we went to that address, and the address was the Uruguayan Customs Office, and he was the head of customs. And when we went in there, he sold us a tape recorder. It wasn't a brand new one, it was an old used one. But it was interesting that was who we were referred to, the customs. That was amazing. And we weren't worried about getting in trouble from customs with him.